find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
SmashMouth Footballerz.
We got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call
Introducing.
They know what it is, know what I do.
Nick Tate.
Who don't understand? Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring.
Joe Caldero.
Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit
Chad
into
Young.
my shoes. Still I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem.
All right, hey, welcome to SmashMouth Footballerz. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
I'm Shadowlight.
Hey guys, we appreciate all the support and love you guys have given us out there, and we're trying to give some stuff back to you. So get some friends, check us out, like and subscribe. Even some of the guys are just watching our stuff and not subscribing. You're missing out, because if you like and subscribe, and then you put a comment on one of our videos, it could be a short, it could be whatever you want, then your name goes in a hat. And at 3,500 subscribers, we're giving away 4 jerseys, 4 signed, authenticated by NFL player jerseys. Tajay Spears, we got 3 of them, and we have a Jackson from the Chargers jersey. And then at 5,000, right, we're going to give away 3 mystery boxes and 1 Kyrene Williams signed jersey. Those mystery boxes are also 2 signed jerseys and a signed football.
And we have no idea what's inside. Pristine Auction still has the sealed tape on it from Pristine Auction.
Yep.
So
it's gonna,
when you get it, share it with us. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you got. Also, we're giving away stuff for you buying in our merch store. For every $5 you spend in our merch store, we're giving away a signed Devin White mini speed helmet from when he was on Tampa Bay. It's authenticated by Beckett, as well as a Mandalorian Funko Pop that's authenticated and signed as well. So not only do you get some great products, you get you a nice t-shirt. I'm wearing right now, one of our white hoodies. It's got the logo, the small logo on the front, and I'm gonna tell you, it's super comfortable. We got tumblers. The tumblers are amazing. I mean, they're not too big, they're not too bulky, and I mean, I enjoy using them.
Not for your hands.
This coffee in here has been in here for 2 hours and it's still super hot.
Super hot.
Yep. Fanboys and girls.
I almost had to ask Chad to blow some cold air in my mouth.
Oh, simmer down, dude.
Man. All right, so we're going to go over wide receivers going into the weekend and see if we can help you guys out.
Yep. Do we want to talk about Saints and
not this go around?
We don't want to. There's no need to wide receiver play.
There's no wide receivers anywhere in that game.
I think the Saints sat their receivers and said, "Hey, put some new people out." Hey, they pick people out of the stands. Come here.
Shane's out for the year.
One thing though, Troy Franklin.
Yeah,
he got targeted like 6 or 8 times.
He's going to be coming up. I mean, he's the new.
He'll be somebody.
Yeah, he's the new. But
I'm going to start off with that old Pats Jaguars.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's a London game.
Yep.
I think Mario Douglas,
Brian Thomas.
Well, for Jacksonville, Brian Thomas Jr. should never come out of your lineup ever.
He had those.
It's going to be up and down. It's going to be a roller coaster.
Last weekend, he had those 2 drop passes, and you could not help but think what his fantasy points would have been.
He didn't drop 2 passes.
He dropped a touchdown.
He dropped it.
Yeah, he dropped one in the end zone.
He dropped one in the end zone, and the other one could have went.
Yep.
I mean, with LSU, he didn't drop 2 passes in a season.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that must have been a fluke. I can't see that happening.
What those points could have been if he would have caught those. Like, oh man, Susan, you ain't pulling him out though. You ain't pulling him out. I mean, you playing him, you know that.
That's it. Wide receiver. They've completely misplayed Kirk. So I mean,
Evan Ingram's doing good.
Yeah, I mean that's his favorite target. Trevor Lawrence is. You would think it'd be Brian Thomas, but it's
still Evan Ingram.
It's still Evan Ingram. What we need to talk about in this game? If you want to play Douglas, you can. I don't touch him. I don't touch him yet.
No.
This is the storyline of the game.
I mean, you take Douglas, put him in a stash spot if you got a spot and you need it just for later on. See what happens this weekend.
I don't think.
I know why people were excited about it. I mean, Jaguars had the worst pass defense in the league.
Mm-hmm. Drake May
is the story. The kid came in and he played some good ball.
230 plus yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
You'll take that. That's your rookie.
I'll take it.
Been riding the bench.
I mean, that's better than half the starting quarterbacks for the week.
He gets a great matchup.
Definitely Raiders.
Yeah. All right. You can play him
or that guy. Trevor Lawrence.
or Radler or any. I mean, God, you can go on, but it's a great matchup. It's an early game. Maybe some jet lag issues with the defenses. I don't touch Davis. It may be me a little biased, and I know the targets are going to Davis. Douglas, excuse me, I apologize.
Mario Douglas.
He's thinking about the middle linebacker.
I know.
I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the guy who caught the touchdown, Kayshon Boutte, and he also caught the touchdown in preseason.
Yeah,
I know PPR. I know we want targets and everything, but if they're looking for him in the end zone, that's where I go.
For him anywhere else.
Where I go.
Yep.
I want to keep. I'm not playing Douglas. I'm keeping an eye on still what's going on there because going in, Polk was supposed to be this. Polk was supposed to be the number one.
He's not. I figured it was going to be Kendrick Bourne, but
rookie quarterback, second game, worst defense. Let's see who he loves, and then let's go from there.
it's going to tell the whole story.
Yeah, let's get. So we starting off with them. Then.
No, I'm not playing any of them. And Jacksonville, Brian Thomas Jr. And
I'm playing Brian Thomas Jr.
Evan Ingram, if you want to talk
Evan
about
Ingram, you're going to play him.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you need a tight end,
you're
tight
playing
ends are so it's a shallow pool. So
You're playing Ingram.
Eagles, Giants.
Giants, man.
Okay,
you gotta play
them
boy
all.
AJ Brown.
You got to play AJ Brown.
You got to play Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
You got to play Neighbors.
Gotta play Neighbors.
It wouldn't hurt my feelings if you played Wandale in the flex.
That's it.
Oh, you got to.
The boy getting targets.
Yeah.
He's doing good.
I'll take look at some of the people. Like,
Goddard's hurt. Tight end wise, Goddard's hurt. So
Yeah, Dallas is out.
some of the people ranked over Wandale. Like, let's just go over this for a second. Like, Juju Smith-Schuster's ranked over him.
okay,
That's fine. No, that don't hurt my feelings.
Okay,
Jameson Williams is ranked over him.
I don't know why.
He's so big play. Like,
Yeah, he that's how he's doing it. He's getting a couple here and there, and that's a wrap.
So they're ranking these off of the quarterback.
no, I think you're
think
ranking
that-
them off fantasy
I
points
think
per the season.
That's total.
Yeah, that's total. And what's going on is
So like Juju had that big game with Kansas,
long yardage.
and then
Yep.
Williams had a couple big plays throughout the season so far.
He's been pretty consistent.
but Wandale Robinson has been getting targets.
He's a
targets.
big player.
Malik Neighbors is back. He's going to
still
keep
gonna
getting
get the
targets.
targets.
Yep, because
He
Malik
was
Neighbors
actually
gonna
getting more targets
with Neighbors.
Yeah.
because they were guarding Neighbors
They were
and
double
leaving
teaming.
him opening.
This kills me. I love Tyreek Hill. I draft him everywhere. I take Wandale Robinson over Tyreek Hill right now.
Absolutely.
Now I'm just saying right now.
Yeah,
when Tua comes back, that's my boy.
Yeah,
There you
but
go.
I mean, you're looking at 3 targets a game compared to 8 targets a game.
That's what I'm saying. That's I know the potential is there. Like he can take a 70-yard back at any time.
Yeah.
But
I mean, why not get 8 points just for the catches?
Just for catches.
Yeah.
I can get 7-8 points on PPR catches alone. So I like that value.
Yep.
Malik Neighbors is my favorite wide receiver. Right now, not in this game, but I'm talking about overall right now because of the way he's playing as a rookie.
Just good.
Yep.
Miami and Indianapolis.
I just told you how I feel about Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, if you're not playing Tyreek Hill, Waddle's not.
I don't touch the Colts with anything.
I don't
not if
touch
Anthony
the
Richardson's
Colts.
playing.
No.
The only person I play in Miami is Tyreek just because.
Just because he may take a 70-yarder to the house.
Draft capital. I mean,
That's
you have
it.
to.
Yeah.
Took him in the first or second.
I took him in the first. He's my number 2 pick many a time. I can't take him and sit him.
Yeah.
If I got to take a dart downs, and that's just to dart it, I mean, if Anthony Richardson comes back and does like he did last time, he's just throwing stuff at a barn door and he can't even hit it.
God, he's got a cannon though. He can throw.
He can throw straight. He can throw the go route. He can throw straight down the field. It's just them out routes. He cannot.
His accuracy's not there yet. Is what it is.
Yeah, he's
the intermediate.
Man, how you play quarterback all these years and your accuracy ain't there?
He played at Florida.
I mean, Bo Nix didn't look like his accuracy was there.
Yeah, Bo Nix couldn't hit him. He couldn't. He had 2 receivers. Nobody covered him. And missed both of them.
Bo Nix couldn't throw it into the ocean.
Yeah, that was terrible, man. I don't play anybody from Minneapolis.
So for this game, Tyreek maybe. All right, who else?
Oh, that's it.
What we going with?
That's it. Wide receiver wise, tight end wise. No.
No, I don't think there's anything.
No, I don't.
Nothing.
Okay,
so
what's the next game?
We're going Tennessee Buffalo.
Okay, there we go.
Titans
There
and
we go.
Bills.
Man, of course, Shakir. You got to play him.
I don't know. Does they're saying that with the trade he may not play.
Why?
Shakir might not play.
Not Shakir.
Oh, you're talking.
I'm not saying
you're talking
Cooper.
about Cooper.
That's why I said
Yeah,
Shakir.
Cooper.
You got to play
It'd probably be
Shakir.
best for him to learn the playbook first. But
Yeah, I think
I'm just going to come right out and say it that this trade
made
is
Buffalo
way better for Buffalo than it is for the Jets. It is
I mean,
way
for the
better.
Browns, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Browns.
Yeah, of course.
no. I'm saying Buffalo got better
Over the Devontae Adams trade.
over the Devontae Adams
I
trade
got
to the
you.
Jets.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's way better because the Buffalo's in a better situation.
Well, I tell
all
you,
around.
like, it made Secure better too because now there's another dog out there to fight.
So who falls off?
Cool as Shakir falls off.
No, I mean who falls off the
Curtis
you'll have 4. So it's either going
Curtis
to be
Samuel.
Samuel or it's going to be Coleman.
gonna be Samuel.
I hope Keon Coleman falls off. He needs to learn how to run a route.
The rookie?
Yeah.
He's not polished, but he's so talented.
He needs to learn how to run a route.
I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna keep him out there just because where they drafted him.
Yeah.
and he's tall.
Curtis Samuel's gonna.
Curtis
be
Samuel's old. He's
He's done. Now.
old.
Yeah.
He's just.
That's what I see.
Curtis Samuel was never like a legit wide receiver. He was like he was their chess piece. He was your.
Well, they played it brilliant. They got him for almost nothing. So
Yeah.
we're good.
All right. So
Tennessee.
Titans, you gotta play Hopkins.
Yeah, but
Yeah, have to, but I don't like any of them.
I've already.
Will Levis is playing this game, so you know what
I
that
already
means.
got rid of Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
He's not even on,
Yeah.
on my team anymore.
Will Levis is unfortunately playing this game, so that means nobody's catching the ball.
Okay. Well, next one.
Bengals, Browns.
Oh man, you play Jamar. Jamar Chase might be
Man.
the best wide receiver this week.
Yes.
He might be your number one wide receiver
Man,
this week.
but here's the thing. Like last
T.
week,
Higgins might be number 2.
I was hoping he would catch a touchdown.
Yeah.
Him and Higgins, neither one of them got one.
Yeah, neither one.
They're both going to get one this week.
That was
so?
a weird game script. This is the first time I saw the Bengals really struggle, and it was against the Giants. And
That's what I'm saying.
The Giants came to play though, man.
Chase Brown ate him up there. Oh man, they ate him up. They gutted him.
So,
Chase
yeah.
Brown just
I mean, of
gutted
course,
him.
you got to play Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
And
I
So-
would play Amari Cooper. Oh no, never mind. He's not there no more.
So if you had to play a Brown, you're not going to.
There is
Njoku or Judy. Who's going to be
Njoku.
You got to play.
He's going to be the one to get all the targets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tight end. You got to take Njoku.
Yep. I just
Elijah Moore shouldn't be getting anything.
Yep.
it was a draft pick too. They spent on him. I don't understand like why this kid isn't more involved. Like maybe they're trying to get, and it's not like he's just like new. Like he's been there for a little bit.
Yeah, he's been there.
Like,
It's his 3rd year. Huh?
yeah.
They're gonna come up with something.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Falcons. So
Is Tyler Lockett going to play? I heard he was limited. Or
Tyler Lockett did not participate in practice.
Yeah, I think he's gonna
on
miss
he's
this
on
game.
the bad side of questionable. So I would say no. If he does not,
Hey.
then JSN is a flex.
Let's take a small break. All right, we'll be right back. All right. Hey, welcome back to our wide receivers for the weekend, and we're going to finish off with we're going to continue off with Seahawks Falcons.
Yeah. So Seahawks. I like DK. DK should always stay in. Your
Oh
line.
my God. DK is only, if you watch Seattle, right? They what was the game they lost? The surprise game. They only ran the ball 8 times.
Right.
Insane. Run the ball. Stop throwing it 40, 45 times a game. I know you came from Washington, but look, this is the NFL.
Yeah.
Saying that, DK is a top 15 fantasy wide receiver. Could be top 10 because he's had some monster plays got called back. Either pass interference or penalties. Like the dude could easily be a top 10 fantasy wide receiver.
Man, if he had a better quarterback, he'd even better.
Yeah.
Well.
So Tyler Lockett's not playing this game.
Nope. JSN shouldn't be thought of. I like JSN,
I
man.
loved him. I thought he was the second.
But he's not in the right team, or they're not. If they're not right quarterback or right call play,
This team should be 75% run behind Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
You can open it up. When they have it, I like the scheme and I like everything. But JSN is a legit number 1 who has to play second fiddle because DK is a legit number 1. And
Like Waddle when Tua's around.
it's not. Let's not get. I think JSN's better than Waddle. I think JSN's better than Devonta Smith. The problem is that DK Metcalf is Superman.
Yeah, he's absolutely.
And so you're going to play DK Metcalf. If you play JSN, I don't blame you. I don't like it. There's so many more players I like about
you could play Wan'Dale Robinson. He's definitely a play over JSN.
Oh man,
so Higgins over JSN.
Jordan Addison. I like Addison more than him this week. I like Mooney in the other game.
Yeah, so this is the
Mooney's
game.
1A and 1B.
So Falcons, I mean, we got Mooney, Drake London.
Yep,
1A and 1B.
And look, if you haven't picked up Mooney, you're wasting money. Spots there.
Mooney's not anywhere in any of our.
I've already picked him up on a couple leagues.
Yeah,
and so
that boy getting targets.
Yeah, so Drake London gets a lot of targets. Mooney gets the long plays.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
he'll get Mooney can get intermediate passes too and take him to the house.
Man.
He was good in Chicago. Let's not forget who his quarterback was. Yeah, I mean he was good.
He just set up right.
This Atlanta team is about to catch fire. I think.
Man. So who do you think wins the division at the end? Tampa Bay or Atlanta?
The Bucs because of the defense.
Yeah.
I mean, Levante David is just a dog.
I don't know, man.
I think Baker Mayfield is a different guy now. I think they win it.
I don't know, because I'm gonna tell you. I mean, like I said, like you just said, right? The Falcons are headed to catching on fire, and I think if they keep progressing like they are, I think they have a higher upside than Buccaneers.
Hey, this is, you know what about this matchup where we're going to be able to tell a lot. So you got DK Metcalf going against AJ Terrell. Yeah. AJ Terrell was good coming out of college, but he's been getting eaten up in the NFL.
He is not great in the NFL.
He's not in the NFL. And he's going against DK. If DK eats him alive, they're going
to have to double team
Atlanta, get ready, because AJ Terrell's going to have a bullseye on his back. It's already somewhat there. If DK eats him up, hey, every team's going to go after him. And that means, hey, later on, the Bucs with both Godwin and Mike Evans, they see you with Terrell. If they
put him on Evans,
if DK does that to him, Mike Evans will do it to him. In the conference.
That's it.
So that's something we need to pay attention to. That matchup right there. If DK comes out of here, like I think a top 10 fantasy wide receiver, next time play Mike Evans whenever they play Atlanta.
And don't forget, Buccaneers have Chris Godwin, who's definitely a secret weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I like Mooney.
I like Godwin back in the game.
Yeah. Godwin is a top. He was at one time the top fantasy wide receiver in the league. Yeah. So we'll get to that later. But yeah, I like that Mooney play more than I like a JSN play.
Oh,
absolutely. Texans, Green Bay.
Just play them all. Play them all.
Can I just please have a moment to myself for Nico Collins? I had him in every league.
Yeah, me too.
And then I lost Rashee Rice, but in one of those I still happened to be in first place.
Yeah,
one of them leagues.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
it ain't over.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's over till it's over.
So who holds the value?
Man,
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs is still the number one. Tank Dell had more targets last week. Tank Dell was.
I told you in the last one.
Yeah, Tank Dell will have targets, but Diggs is going to get
touchdowns.
That's
where it's at.
That's what's going to happen.
So it's a PPR versus a standard.
Statistically, hey, listen, we can't say that. We can't say that because last year Tank Dell had his target ratio was so far, like it was averaging like something like 15 yards per route or something insane. Like that, compared to like 7 or 8 I think it was statistically. I'm just going off my head. I don't have any paperwork, but it surprised me because I'm like, this was his favorite. He asked for Tank Dell. Tank Dell was supposed to be his go-to yak guy, and it is not. He still is not doing it, even with Nico out.
But that's not. It may be the play calls. It may be
But it's the same system, same everything.
No, I mean it may be the same system, but now you got different players out there, and because look, Dalton Schultz was involved a lot more last year. You see what I'm saying? Joe Mixon's back there. He's playing a whole different game than Dameon Pierce was. So their game is different.
It's different.
But it worked last year.
It worked.
It worked.
So go back to it.
You have to get rid of Joe Mixon then.
You don't have to get rid of nobody. You just say, hey, let's get our boy involved.
Okay. Well, I'll send a text out today.
Please.
Joe Mixon is taking a lot of those targets.
Yeah.
Tank Dell
intermediate targets.
Oh, I think he had 9 targets He led them in targets last week, so
Yes, he did.
there is hope. I just
Yes,
let
he
him
did.
be the YAG guy. Come on, open him up in space.
You still got to play him.
All right, so what about them Packers, boy?
Yeah,
Christian Watson got some last week.
He
Jalen
always
Reed.
is.
Doesn't matter. So be ready. If you have any of these receivers, just be ready. He's going with the open guy. He's not
best-
trying to force nothing anywhere.
The best guy to play on that team is Jordan Love.
Yeah. He is absolutely
He
a
is.
throwback type quarterback.
Yep.
He's throwing it to whoever is open.
sometimes he throws it to who ain't open.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you
and
what
still
I'm
gets
looking
the
Yeah,
at.
Jaden Reed, he threw that ball in triple cover. Jaden
Yeah,
Reed
it went
slid
straight
underneath him and killed him. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what I see. And the over under is 47.5. I'm taking that over.
yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a crazy number.
yeah.
That crazy?
Yeah, I would. Jaden Reed absolutely a play.
Jaden Reed, I take Jaden Reed. This is kind of breaks my
Christian
heart.
Watson's limited.
He's gonna play.
Yeah.
Wicks was limited.
I don't play him.
I don't play him
I don't touch
anyway.
Jontavius Wicks in this game.
And we thought he was going to be something, man. But Romeo Dobbs seems to be.
Romeo Dobbs seems to be the number 3.
It's like his security blanket. Or
Yeah, I still like Ray. I take Reed. Reed's obviously my wide receiver 1 in this game.
something. Yep, he's my wide receiver one.
And then Watson. Watson's the dog, man. Watson, if he was healthy all year, you would see him putting up Jaden Reed numbers.
That's crazy how that boy.
He's
so good.
He's made
but
of
then-
paper, man.
But
Yeah.
then he gets hurt.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, his hamstrings made of paper mache, man. It's quite bad.
Yeah, but you want a piece of that team any way you can get it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So where we going next?
Lions, Vikings.
You want a piece of all this too?
Absolutely.
You got. Yeah, you got.
So there are good teams out there, and there are bad teams out there. There's very few in between teams out there. You know what I'm saying? It's either I want all of it or I don't want none of it.
Well, I mean, you got right here with the Lions. We got to have St. Brown, and we got to have Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jameson Williams would be a flex for a lot of people. I don't put him because
I think-
I play a running back that catches the ball in a flex in a PPR league.
And then you got Laporta.
You're playing. He's starting to come on.
Yeah.
You gotta play him.
And that's why I don't think you touch Jameson Williams is so determined upon the big play.
Yeah.
And it's so hit or miss, boom or bust. I don't like going boom or bust.
Not at week 7.
Look,
You shouldn't be boomer busting.
There's just too many good matchups like to go boom or bust.
I mean, your guy could not have a good game, but you're not boomer busting anymore.
It's
You're
like the Devontae Smith thing. Like, well, we'll go into that later on, but it's so boomer bust in that game. Like, I'd rather Jordan Addison. Like, I'd rather Jordan Addison than I would Jameson Williamson because
we already know he's going to get eight targets a game.
yeah, he's there's
And then
Hawkinson isn't
Aaron
there.
Jones possibly not.
The
playing.
running backs hurt.
Yeah, so you got it. You have to.
They're in Detroit. Like Detroit stops the run, right?
This is all.
Stops the
This
run.
is a throwing game.
This is all analytics you got to think about.
Detroit.
Defenses. What's the defense good at? Both these defenses stop the run.
Yep. What are they bad at? They both allow
They
people
both
to
allow
throw
people
all
to
over the
throw all
yard.
over the place.
Yep. So, and you say, okay, Williamson, he has a chance. He has a chance to take you to the house. Yeah, he does. But like in a game, like I just don't take that risk. Cooper Kupp may be coming back. Like I put if Cooper, I take a fling and I may play Cooper Kupp over Jameson Winston because I know,
without a doubt.
because I know even off the injury, because
Yes.
I know I'm going to get 10 to 12 targets off that.
Yes.
Even with Tutu Atwell and whatever else they got going on.
Yeah, so-
I play T. Higgins over Jameson Williams, you know?
Oh, yes.
And then you have.
Well, you're making
if Aaron Jones
too
doesn't
much
play,
sense.
Ty Chandler is not the receiving back. Aaron Jones is.
Nope.
So
Justin Jefferson. Baby.
absolutely, he should never come out of your lineup ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Ever.
Addison's
Man.
Addison's a playing this one because of the defense.
I'm playing him in a flex. I'm playing Jordan Addison this week. I'm taking him off my bench and I'm putting him in a flex.
Yeah, absolutely, and you have to think about it because Aaron Jones might not play. If he doesn't play, he's absolutely a flex.
Yep.
And the other side, St. Brown, 100%.
You're never pulling him out if you're outline.
I think Laporta is going to be over Jameson Williams. I just think
I think so too.
Yeah. So do I. I mean,
so.
It's I think every time they do this throughout the year when one of them starts stepping up and like last year, as soon as Laporta started getting hot, it was that dude just got it.
Yeah, but if your lineup is kind of weak because of injuries or bye weeks or whatever, these two quarterbacks should be played. There's going to be some points.
Oh, Sam Darnold is going to do some
Sam
stuff.
Darnold, that last game, he finally came down to earth. But before then, he's just been hot. And this Detroit secondary is terrible. So he's going to eat.
Yeah.
And Jeff, and look, the same thing for the Vikings. There's too many weapons. There's too many. Look, and the Detroit, look, you know why people love Detroit? It's because they're
Jared Goff.
fun. They're throwing to offensive linemen. They're throwing to offensive linemen.
Oh, yeah.
Dan Campbell says
They're playing high school
y'all want to have fun?
football.
This is supposed to be fun. And who doesn't want to go play for Dan Campbell?
Man, let me
I want to go eat chunky soup and play for Dan Campbell.
We
man.
talked about it on another podcast. These players would run through a brick wall for Dan Campbell.
You got offensive linemen catching passes. Now, it may hurt some fantasy stock, for some of us, who may have David Montgomery or Jahmyr Gibbs. We got big men catching touchdowns, but it's all right. Like, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch, right?
Hey, I'm going to tell you what the problem is with the Lions. Too many options. There's a lot of teams out there with no options.
Yeah.
This team got too many.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to be ready for that too, though.
You got to have it mixed up to where you're using the right,
All these-
weapons at the right time.
All these good teams like that, we just talked about Green Bay having the same problem.
Yeah, overloaded.
Yeah, so
And they're in the same division.
Yeah.
They're all in the same
the
division.
49ers should have that same problem, but for some reason their receivers won't show up. So,
That boy got that money, so he ain't playing.
so we'll go into the next game.
Yeah, what we got?
Okay, we go from playing all of the wide receivers to none of them.
Which one is that?
Carolina and Commanders. Scary
wow.
Terry, you got to play him.
I disagree with that
McLaurin.
completely.
Oh,
You gotta play him.
Oh,
Deontay
man.
Johnson
You
back.
got it. Deontay Johnson didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday, but let me get you something. This dude will not leave my lineup. Deontay Johnson, I'm probably going to play him. He will not leave my lineup. He's scheduled for 180 targets with Dewey Dalton back there.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what's going to happen in this game. Quote, Washington's going to take the lead. Washington's going to come out. It's
Yeah.
going to be a big lead.
You're right.
Dewey
It could be a
Dalton
21-point lead.
ain't going to have nothing. Hey, he's mispracticed. Deontay Johnson's been kind of a diva. He didn't want to practice in the rain, there was a report. So he mispracticed. He mispracticed Wednesday and Thursday. I think he plays. I think Carolina falls so far behind, they're just throwing it, flinging it all over the yard, which is bad news for Chuba. In the third and fourth quarter, Chuba's going to get his, but in the third and fourth quarter, it's going to be Deontay Johnson eating in a PPR.
A lot of the blowouts, Chuba has an early touchdown. A lot of them.
Yeah, you got to play him, and I think he's going to be good. But
I'm afraid for Scary Terry in this one because they might be up by so much that they just run.
he's just look that those two are meant to be together.
I think Terry McLaurin gets enough points to make you completely happy before all that.
Those two are like
He's been
Siamese twins.
3 and 4 games to score a touchdown.
They look like
that ain't gonna stop this game.
They look like they've been playing together for 4 years. Man.
Yeah.
They know exactly where the other guy's going to be at.
You want every piece of this Washington offense you can get. Scary. I want Eckler. I want Robinson. I want Scary Terry. I want
Zach Ertz.
Daniels. I want Zach Ertz. So I want it all.
So let me
I want
ask-
to be greedy.
Not their defense.
Let me ask you a question, right? When the Commanders picked Daniels, you think that was who they wanted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
You
think,
sure they didn't want that first
Nope.
pick?
no. As a matter of
I think
fact,
they would have took him with the first pick if they.
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, like whenever they picked their offensive coordinator, I can't think of it at the time, from Arizona, and ran the air raid. I thought the plan was all along now. Let's go get him.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah.
They wanted to run a quarterback. Caleb Williams is not.
Dan Quinn was
So
in
you're
Dallas.
telling me if the Commanders had first pick, they would not have picked Caleb Williams. They still would have gone.
I think so
I
too.
think so.
I think the way Dan Quinn saw his defense ran in Dallas and what he did with Atlanta, he said, "I want the most mobile." He's a amazing defensive coordinator, brilliant. And he said, on the offensive side, I want to run something wide open, and I want to run quarterback, and I'm going to run a college scheme.
Their intention was to run.
Remember, the first game, they said they're going to run a college scheme. It's never going to work. We're going to kill them. Wasn't it New England that said that?
Yeah,
New England said that.
Yep.
And what happened? They got curb stomped.
Destroyed.
They got curb stomped. And that's what this offense has done. The college game is now the NFL.
Yeah.
And if you can't adjust, you're going to end up like the New Orleans Saints.
You had to throw that in there.
Yep.
Thanks for that. So Commander, Scary Terry, receiver wise, we're talking receivers.
Yep.
Zach Ertz, if you need tight end help,
Yeah,
everybody needs tight end help.
Yep.
Tight ends there's a very small
especially
pool of
with
them.
Goddard out.
You're playing the Panthers, so this would be the place to play Ertz.
I played, yep, and I
play
played
them all.
Johnson. I played Deontay Johnson on the other side.
Yeah, Deontay.
That's his game time decision. Like, if Deontay Johnson doesn't play, you may want to take a flyer on Leggett just because he's so big.
Yeah, he's a big, tall guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Chuba still stays in my flex on this
Oh,
one.
I'm playing Chuba, but just because both defenses are terrible. But game strips. I think Deontay Johnson's going to play. I think he's going to have a huge game.
Right. Okay, Rams, Raiders.
Oh,
You play them all. You play
Cup.
Yep.
How did the Raiders have a better record than the Rams?
Injuries.
I mean, you looked at
Injuries and terrible defense.
they lost
the Raiders are as dysfunctional as they come.
the Rams lost both their number one wide receivers in like week 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And their defense is atrocious.
And nobody really stepped. We thought people would step up, but they didn't really. I mean, Tutu tried.
Kyron
Robinson
Williams
tried.
Kyron Williams is getting all the love.
Kyron Williams is a good man.
Their coach is still
Their coach is still amazing.
He's trying his best. He's running through Kyron Williams. The entire offense comes through him.
But with Cup back,
Cup's
it
supposed to
changes,
come back.
It changes the game.
Yeah. It'll open up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't fully trust Cup this week, but I
No,
bring
it's
him over.
just him being out there will open it up.
Some people talk picking Douglas, or I play Cup over Addison. I mean, if I have them both in there, like I love Jordan Addison this week, but I play Cooper Cup first because there's nothing else. Like if Cooper Cup's out there, give me 5 Cooper Cup targets. I bet one of them's in the end zone. Like who does Stafford love?
Loves Cup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He loves Cup. They're boys.
He's a PPR machine when he's healthy.
Yeah, so I like him over any of those New England weapons. Over any of these Raiders weapons. I don't touch a Raiders.
Don't have a weapon.
Brock Bowers.
We'll tell you
always
about
got Brock Bowers is a top 5 tight end every play.
He's on 37 receptions for the year so far.
Yeah, so
McLaurin-
Jacoby Myers did not practice.
I don't even. Yeah,
He's not playing.
nobody cares.
I just think everybody's mailing it in.
Oh,
besides
man.
Brock Bowers.
Oh man.
Yeah,
You see Crosby push his coach.
Yeah.
Because Crosby wants to go to Crosby's from Michigan.
Yeah.
He wants to go to Detroit. Aiden Hutchinson is hurt.
Yeah,
I mean, it's perfect.
they're not going to do that.
No, because they're going to build their entire defense around him.
Yeah, they're not doing that. So that's.
So we're looking at Cup, Bowers,
and
That's about it.
bro. Man, that's tough. We out of all the games we've talked about, that one was
that one. I mean, it's
That's
kind of
the
weird
least.
looking at that one and going, "Eek."
yeah.
it had so much hope at first. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just like,
It went away very quickly.
Very quickly.
Kansas City 49ers.
okay.
I'm hoping
Jennings.
Kansas City gets their first loss on this one.
I don't think it's
It
happening.
may not happen.
No.
They're at San Francisco though.
Okay, so I think this is what I think Juju continues. I know Juju was on the injury report, but he has plenty of time to get ready.
I didn't agree with you last time, but I think you're right.
I think Juju eats.
I'm with him on this one.
He showed
I
that
think
he's,
Juju gets
he's the target.
Yeah, and I think he's been in the system since he was there before in 2022. Like he knows what's going on. There's a reason why they went and got him. He was like, hey, you know what? Juju's
on
been
back.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, come
McCole
on,
Hartman, he's full participant in practice. He may get 2 or 3 targets, but he's not going to make a dent.
Nobody I
of-
want to touch.
Outside,
Outside of on the Kansas City side, outside of Juju, you might take a flyer on Xavier Worthy just because of the big play potential.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Kittle. What about Kittle? I'm not
Well,
Kittle. I mean
Kelsey?
Kelsey.
Yeah, of course I play Kelsey.
I'll take the over and under.
Kelsey's going to be the number 1 tight end this week.
No.
Yep.
I'm going to take the over and under on Taylor Swift sightings.
Oh, okay. I got
7?
6.
I'll say 7.
That's a low number. Ooh.
I don't.
Man.
So you say Kelsey be number 1 tight end of the week?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think it's going to be Kittle,
Nah.
There you go. I like that one.
It's gonna be Kelsey.
and it's only because the weapons. I mean,
So Kittle has gone out the last couple games and said, "Here I am. Watch me play."
don't be wrong.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's happened. I don't know. It's not happening this week.
I'm open even when I'm covered.
That's it.
It's not happening this
I
week.
mean, he's just killing it.
This is what's gonna happen this week. This is, San Francisco had a long week. We thought our boy Mason was gonna come back. All right, just write this shit down.
He's on.
Write this stuff down. Excuse me. So they're like, okay, They got Debo in. They said, Debo, look, you got to pick some brains up, right? So they just put some design runs in, made some design points for Debo. You can see Debo have one of those games where like 30% of his fantasy points come from one of these games. It's going to be this game. They want to beat Kansas City. They want to make a mark. Hey, they didn't know what was happening in the running back situation. They said, let's get Debo involved. Let's use Debo. We get him involved. We're going to use him as a distraction. We're going to use him. Get everybody on him, and we're going to go to Ayuk.
We're going to throw him in the flat. We're going to throw him in the flat out of the backfield.
We're going to pass him up.
He's not coming out of the dark. He's still doing his thing, man.
I take
Jawan Jennings steps up in that area.
Jawan Jennings was hurt. Is he even playing?
This game is definitely not where Ayuk is going to come out of his shell.
He ain't coming out.
Oh, he's coming out of his shell.
Not in this game. You think
I think Ayuk has a big game
against Kansas City?
I think it's going to be
no.
Yeah,
this is the Kittle Debo
because they're going to have to throw the ball.
Show.
I think it's going to be Debo with a lot of running.
Kittle'll
be a top. They'll be a top 10.
I'm telling you,
obviously.
But you're not getting Ayuk to step up.
Yeah, everybody at home, let us know who you think is going to be.
Yeah, let us know.
Number one tight end.
I am way high on the wide receivers in San Francisco and not too high on Kittle this week. Well, hey, I was all week, but this matchup and the way they didn't have a running back, the way they're going to use Debo, I think you're going to see Ayuk.
It's not just because of my disdain for showing Taylor Swift all the time that I think Kelsey won't be number one. He'll be number 2.
Kelsey's number 1.
And if he is number 1, it's because they dink and dunk to him 3-yard PPRs. Receptions.
He can
27 times.
He's a power forward out there. All he has to do is block people out, and Patrick Mahomes is looking to him.
He's looking.
And there you go. I mean, that's why he's number 1. I take Brandon. You know what? Brandon Ayuk or T. Higgins? I take Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk, Tyreek Hill. I take Brandon Ayuk.
I take T. Higgins, man.
Brandon Ayuk, Jordan Addison. I take Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk, Cooper Kupp. I take Brandon Ayuk.
Now you really just pushing buttons.
I'm about to take these off. Are we done?
Hey, y'all put your favoritism aside. Take your bias glasses off.
Hold on.
This is going to be the game script.
Does not outdo Cooper Kupp this week.
I'm not even worried about Cooper. Cooper Kupp's coming back from an injury.
Bet.
I'm telling you now, it don't matter.
Bet.
He comes back slow and rolls it, and Ayuk still can't.
I'm telling you, T. Higgins is going to have a touchdown.
Yes.
Probably 65, 70
Yes.
yards.
Telling you what, Brandon Ayuk's going to have a game.
No, he's not.
Okay, we'll find out.
Kittle will have the game.
Next game. Jets, Steelers.
Okay.
So
man.
Devontae
Adams.
He already knows.
I hope he plays.
I mean, he doesn't know.
He is playing.
He's going to play.
He's playing.
He'll probably play. He'll probably run some basic routes or something.
Man, I'm going to tell you, if Aaron Rodgers has his way, that boy on the field the whole game, Garrett Wilson's on the field, and it's going to confuse the
Lazard will
heck
be
out
on the
of
field.
Steelers.
Sometimes I'll put Lazard on the field. I know.
And look, I'm going to tell you right now.
Well, they're going to run 3 wide receivers.
If the Jets now cannot become something to be worried about,
They cannot.
Rodgers,
they will.
they've given Rodgers everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, they will.
So Devontae Adams has one thing that Aaron Rodgers loves. Devontae Adams hates motion too.
Yep.
Well, he likes size. I mean, that's why Aaron Rodgers loves him. It's size.
Yeah, but you got to worry about him running.
They just have something. They've played together for so long.
They do. They have a connection.
That when Aaron Rodgers gets in a pickle,
he knows he's throwing it right here to his back shoulder.
He just throws it, and
it's going to the back.
It's going to that dude. Like, it's just going there. Like, I've seen it. He's on the run. He's not trying to get tackled. He throws across the field this way, and out of nowhere.
How bad will this affect Wilson?
It's going to affect him pretty bad. So this game, Garrett Wilson's going to be better than
better.
No,
I do.
I think this game, Garrett Wilson's better. I think. Look, I like. That was Buffalo they played.
Yeah.
That wasn't a scrub Monday night. That was Buffalo they played. And they almost beat them.
The guy that hurts the most is Alan Lazard.
Yeah,
Mike Williams should be traded back to the Chargers anytime.
Yeah, he's getting it traded.
He'll go
there's
back to
no
the
way.
Chargers. So the person who gains the most out of this is Breece Hall.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yes, Breece Hall.
Aaron Rodgers,
it's going to open up everything.
You can't. Oh, well, we're going to guard Breece Hall.
They're going to have to double Devontae.
Yep.
They're going to have to do something with Wilson.
And I'm going to tell you something. Because I watched receiver. I watched Devontae Adams for a while. He's that guy. You want to talk about that guy you trade and he's peed off and he's going to show you something?
Oh, that's Devontae Adams.
He's going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay? He's going to do stuff on purpose.
I still think Cooper Kupp going to Buffalo is more important than Devontae Adams going to the Jets.
You mean
Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper. Who did I say?
Yeah, Cooper Kupp.
Oh.
I don't.
Maybe I'm speaking
That's
for
more
the future.
important. That's more important, yes. But I'm telling you, he's that guy that looks back and says, Raiders, watch me.
Yeah, I believe that.
So-
Devontae Adams is great, man, but he's also, what, 32?
He's 32. Which is
But he's emotional, boy. He's got it. He got fire in him. He wants to just...
Maybe I want Cooper Kupp to go to Buffalo.
I went and picked up.
I'm going to tell you right now, if that boy goes to Buffalo,
I went and
it
picked
won't
up.
happen. But because Matt Stafford's like, I'm riding.
Yeah.
I'll back up.
I think Amari Cooper going to Buffalo is more going to show more.
Well,
as far as putting the team.
That's a legitimate one you have over there now.
Yeah.
But the Jets are going. I don't know if anybody watched the Manning cast, but Bill Belichick.
I watched it after you told me to watch
Bill Belichick went off on the Jets.
Without even yelling. He was just talking
Bill
just like
Belichick.
this.
He hated how Robert Saleh got fired.
Oh, yeah.
He said nothing but negative. It was hilarious. What he said about Woody Johnson. Can't repeat some of it. Not because of censors so much, but just because of how how much he hates Woody Johnson.
He was mad for Saleh.
Oh man. But the Jets are they're building this team to win the Super Bowl. They're throwing all the chips in.
Yeah, they are.
And like I said, Buffalo was no slouch. I mean, they didn't play no slouch. And Garrett Wilson, if he owns on to that touchdown pass, hey, they win. Hey, if homeboy makes the 2 field, if Greg the Leg doesn't kick 2 field goals, they win, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So the Jets are coming out of their shell. They said, this is one game, right? But they said, Breece Hall. You can see Breece Hall get involved. You can see Braylon Allen get involved. Now you got Adams. Now you got Wilson. Now you got Conklin.
And Lazard.
You want a piece of this offense again.
Yeah,
you want a
do.
piece of this
You do.
offense
Now
again.
remember, these two teams are in the same division.
Yep.
So I just think Buffalo comes out the winner.
Not next time.
No, I'm talking about overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Steelers wise,
I didn't know there was another team they were playing. I thought they were just playing.
So Russell Wilson's probably going to play quarterback, which will bring a little bit more value to the wide receivers. But
I don't take it.
I don't know. I'm not even.
George Pickens is out there. I don't want him to do
yeah,
it.
man. I mean, you shouldn't be throwing darts like we said. Or shouldn't be throwing darts right now. So
I'm not. Wait, George Pickens is getting me 4 to ceiling. He's getting me 8 to 10. Right? Like sometimes
I
a little
don't
more.
know, man.
I don't play him. I can't play him.
I remember how much
I think this
Russell
turn-
Wilson loved the tight end in Denver. So I would play Freiermuth in this.
Yeah,
We
I
keep
agree.
saying it, but he
But he
never
never does
shows
it.
up.
But
so you
It's
can't
a new
do
quarterback.
it.
It's a new quarterback. Let's try it.
I'm
Well,
telling
you
you.
try it. I'm not putting him in.
I don't put him in either. I think this looks like last night's game. This looks like, except it's not so accidental. You know, the Broncos versus the Saints, and the Saints are just like, what are we doing? I think the Jets stomped the Steelers.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna.
Without a doubt.
I don't think so.
The Jets right now
so-
are giving up 2 points. I think they tear them 1.
Pittsburgh's defense is good.
I think it'll be 10 points.
There you go.
But
I think it could be more. I think they get so far ahead, Rodgers has to sit down.
No,
so Rodgers.
that'll never happen to Steelers.
I'm telling you.
Rodgers is, man, they got a dude over there on the defense named Watt.
Yeah, that'll
I know
never
JJ's
happen.
over there, but it ain't going to happen this game.
Nah. They're gonna.
Jay Watt's an animal, man.
I think the Jets win, but it's not me like that. You know, the Steelers are going to play ball control. It's Arthur Smith, run,
slow down the clock.
Let's stay in the game, time of possession, keep Joe Rodgers and them off the field. And if the Pittsburgh wins by 3, don't be surprised.
I think it'll be 10.
I think Jets win. Honestly, God, I think Jets win, and I like the 10. I like the 10.
So the over-under is 38.5.
I'll go 1.
I think the Jets are at 30. I think Steelers are at 7.
Okay.
I'm telling.
The only person I touch on the Steelers is Najee Harris.
That's it. I agree with you on that.
So
28-17.
All right, let's go into the Buccaneers-Ravens game.
oh man,
Okay, so
But
one piece. You want a piece
man.
of some receivers. This
Yeah,
the Buccaneers team is where you want it from.
Evans,
Evans and Godwin are showing out.
Zay Flowers.
My boy Flowers finally popped another one. That's 2 games
That's
in a
2
row.
games in a row, and it ain't gonna stop.
I told you. Once he starts getting involved,
It's going to keep on going.
They've developed the running game. Now they're in their passing game stage.
Yep. So Harbaugh is a genius. So he knows, he's like, okay, this is working. I'm going to keep doing this until it doesn't work anymore.
Right.
Then we'll do something else. He doesn't just change in the middle of a game.
And they've got.
You know what you got. You know,
If they didn't have that terrible quarterback,
such a best player in the NFL,
they would.
Lamar Jackson.
They would
the
be
best player
so
in the
far
NFL.
ahead. Like if you'd pushed Josh Allen on this team, not unstoppable.
You're out of your mind.
This game right
I
here.
think Baltimore beat Josh Allen.
Oh, wow.
I think Lamar Jackson.
I
beat-
understand.
yeah,
I understand Baltimore has a
you're
defense.
correct.
I do know that Baltimore
I
has
know
a
Baltimore has
defense.
the best quarterback in the NFL, and so much so, in fact, that Zay Flowers, both Mike Evans and Zay Flowers are top 15. They're not in the top 10, but they're both top 15 wide receivers this week.
I'm excited to watch this game.
This is going to be a good game. Hey, look, this is what's crazy, right? So you got the Ravens Bucks playing at 7:15, Chargers Cardinals at 8. I don't even think I'm watching the Cardinals and Chargers.
No, I'm watching this game. I mean, I'll
watch them all.
I flop them back.
I'll watch them all.
I don't think I don't think I'm gonna flop. I'm gonna catch the highlights.
I got a couple of TVs.
I have the NFL Sunday ticket. I watch them all. On Sundays, I'm like this. Hey, Sunday, I was coming back from the LSU game, watching Red Zone on my console, listening to the Saints game. Like even when I'm driving from Baton Rouge on a Sunday, I'm watching all of them.
You better not hope any state troopers will watch it.
I drive.
That dude's. What's that dude's license plate number?
I drive a white Ram.
Red,
oh wow,
red Jeep. He's gonna have something he's blowing into his
a white Ram.
That's what I drive.
So
I play Mike Evans.
absolutely.
Get Chris Godwin goes way ahead. I think Chris Godwin gets more opportunities than Mike Evans this week.
I agree with you.
Because the running game's not going to work.
But you're not pinching either one. You're playing them both.
No,
Buccaneers running game's not going to work on this one.
This is going to be a good throw game for our boy.
This is the game. It wouldn't surprise me. Baltimore curb stomp somebody. It does not surprise me that Baltimore blows out Tampa Bay.
That doesn't
just
happen.
built different. They're just built for it.
It's not this one.
They stopped the
Not
run.
this one.
They stopped the run.
Not this one.
They stopped the run.
I think Baltimore
Derrick
can
Henry
get away.
run all
will
over.
have over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Lamar
but I
Jackson
don't
will
know.
not get sacked. He's going to throw all over the yard. And you know who he's going to throw to? He's going to throw to Zay Flowers. And then when he's throwing to him, he's going to throw to Andrews. And when he ain't throwing to him, he's throwing to Isaiah Likely. And there's not going to be an answer from Tampa.
Wow. I think it's going to be pretty close.
I'm
like you. I think the Ravens win by 7. Maybe.
How do y'all think? Yeah, 7?
Maybe.
17?
No.
Lamar Jackson is going to go off on this game.
Lamar Jackson will do good.
He's the number 1 fantasy quarterback this week.
Do what?
Chargers Cardinals.
All day.
Do what?
He's the number 1 fantasy quarterback this week.
So we're
Rider.
playing Evans,
Negative.
Godwin, Flowers, tight end wise.
I'm not
Andrews
even-
or Likely.
And both of them.
Neither.
Put them both in there.
If you got the handcuff, no, I play
If
Andrews.
you got a flyer,
If
if
you
you ain't
want-
got no
you
other
play-
choices,
I play Isaiah
you
Likely
got a
over
quarterback that
Fryermuth.
can't throw.
I can see that.
I play Likely over Fryermuth. I play Likely over Kincaid.
Over Kincaid.
What if Amari Cooper plays?
He's not going to know the playbook. He doesn't have that.
Kincaid
He doesn't
is
have
not
what
going
Devontae
to.
Rodgers has with Rodgers. Where they
I'm
played
not saying
together.
that. I'm just saying
Kincaid is not going
it's going
nowhere.
to take his value. You know, I take that. I'm going to take that.
Kincaid wins this one.
Chargers,
You can't take that one away.
Cardinals.
Man, this is
I don't even know.
Let's go ahead and say it for right here in town, Alexandria Ash High School. DJ Chark is healthy and he will play.
He's supposed to play.
I don't know.
You know, his game's always been good with the ball.
His upsides there are just. I need some proof.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention his name. I was hoping that
No.
when he came in the league, man, he was going to take it by storm.
He did good for a little while.
He's always
He's been on some bad teams.
You know what? He's always knows what he is. He's always been the hey, you run and go get the ball.
Plaxico, he's Plaxico Burress.
Oh no, he wish he was Plaxico Burress. He wish he was. Plaxico Burress has some rings. Oh,
Yeah.
This guy, yeah, no. But he's a speed. DJ Chark was a speedster, man. You knew what he was. At LSU, they threw it deep. He said, "Go get it," and that's what he did.
I think he does good. I just don't know
I'm not touching
his
him,
fantasy value.
No,
There's no fantasy value.
There's no fantasy value. There's no fancy value.
Cardinals is Marvin Harrison.
If he plays, he was in concussion protocol.
He's not playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not playing.
Yeah, then you don't.
I read something that they're gonna
Give him another week.
they're gonna use caution with him. He's not
Okay.
playing.
Well, that's it, bro. I don't think there's anybody I take
I
on
don't.
this.
Lad McConkey didn't practice.
Yeah.
Limited.
He's limited. He practicing. He's going to play, but he's limited. Maybe Lad.
No.
And maybe Michael Wilson.
Not
I don't
touching
like
him.
him.
You got to think about it, man. Cardinals defense is so bad that you can play Quentin Johnson or something.
DJ Short.
If he catches Quentin Johnson's been such a he was so unpolished at TCU, but his size and speed is all there, and you were kind of hoping when is this going to come
We're
together?
not doing nothing. There's nobody plays. So.
Yeah, maybe
If Lad
play
McConkey
J.K.
plays,
Dobbins,
if Lad
you play-
McConkey plays, I'm playing.
I may flex
play-
Lad.
Maybe. J.K. Dobbins and Connor is the only thing you want on this team this week.
Yeah. Somebody's going to catch the ball in Arizona, and I think it's going to be
If he plays,
Trey McBride.
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be Trey.
It'll
You're
be McBride.
right.
And they'll give Wilson. You might see Wilson get some.
Connor's going to get about 5 or 6 targets.
Dolchich, don't touch that. You don't want that.
You're not throwing darts right now.
Yeah.
Lad McConkey is a PPR machine. He was becoming one. So this defense for the Cardinals is so bad. I play McConkey. I have no problem with it.
I don't.
All right. So I think this wraps it up, guys.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about any
We need
quarterbacks
to
or
talk
anything?
about some of these things. Like
All right, let's do it.
these so we need to discuss like what's going on with tight ends in these trades. You said you think Kittle's your number one. I think he's
this
the top
week?
5.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think he's my fifth. He's my fifth. There's certain people I like.
Brock Bowers is my number one for the week.
I'm
I like Bowers
trading
fourth.
between him and Evan Ingram.
I like Kelsey. Then I go and I like Trey McBride because there ain't nothing else over there.
Mm-hmm.
I like Brock Bowers. I like Laporta, and then
I don't like Bowers. He has nobody to get him the ball where he's going to get those points
The
that
dude
much.
is getting targets.
He's getting targets, but I'm saying
no.
like if he had a different quarterback, if he had Matt Stafford, Brock Bowers would be killing it.
Mm-hmm.
And just to follow that up,
But you're right. There's nothing out there for Raiders. Nothing.
my other top, Amari Cooper's gone. David Njoku's target share should go
I
up.
like that.
Kyle Pitts,
He's doing better.
you want, I guess just told you want every bit of this Atlanta offense because it looks like they're about to catch fire. Unfortunately, as a Saints fan, I don't like it, but it looks like it's going to happen.
It looks, I think Kyle Pitts. I think they're starting to integrate him more into the team. I think their scheme is changing, developing.
I have been Mark Andrews, and
I just don't. Not yet. Not for me.
he came alive last game. He caught that touchdown.
Hopefully he stays there, man.
Yeah.
It's a different ball game when he's in there.
When he's in there, they open things up, and then to follow my top 10, Tucker Kraft. I just the same thing with Atlanta, with Green Bay. You want every part of that.
I agree with Tucker Kraft.
Some other people that you might want to like. We obviously spoke about if you want to throw a dart. Like I take Isaiah Likely over Hunter Henry. I take Isaiah Likely over Pratt Firemouth or Kate Otten. And some of them are projected to go higher. I take him over. Y'all disagreed, but I take him over Kincaid.
Be careful with Tucker Kraft. He's limited in practice.
He has limited, but he's going to play. And the other one's out.
Yeah, he's
so. And then you have just what Ertz did last week in the middle of the field. He was a top 10 fantasy tight end. For some reason, he's not getting the love he deserves with that Washington, and I think you're going to see more and more and more trust come up to that. I know he's old. I know the age thing is something, but I think Zach Ertz later on is going to become something.
We haven't talked about quarterbacks at all. Give me your number one fantasy quarterback for the week.
Mine's almost exactly the same as it was last week. My number one is Lamar Jackson. My number two is Jaden Daniels.
So
I'm Jaden Daniels.
My number one's Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels this week is going to kill it.
And it may not necessarily be for throwing. He's going to run.
That's why I like both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then outside of that, I take Jordan Love, Josh Allen. And I take Josh Allen because that's what they started letting him run the ball again.
Yep.
Ray Davis.
Jordan Love is good. I like Aaron Rodgers this week.
My number two is
I picked him up.
Yeah, I think he does good this
I
week.
went and picked him up. I picked up Aaron Rodgers when I found out that
Devontae
trade was
Adams.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Joe Burrow.
Oh, he's a top 5 against Cleveland. Yeah, he's a top 5.
So yeah, that's a little bit of insight on quarterbacks, guys.
Yeah, I think
You got to think about it though. So
I think Hurts has a big week against the Giants. I think Hurts probably about 5 or 6 in my book. And then after that, I Sam Darnold. I see Sam Darnold going off. And
yeah, it's
then-
going to be throwing. They're going to
it-
throw all over.
You
the
think
place.
Dan-
You know what's crazy this year? You could pick almost any quarterback. Not any, but just there's so much more quarterback out there now.
But
It's the running back game. You got to get them shallow. You got to get them boys at.
God, how am I falling from the Anthony Richardson? Like, oh man, where we were picking him. Or
I picked him because I believed everybody's.
CJ Stroud. He's like,
Well, everybody
dude, Baker
picked
Mayfield's putting up Sam
AJ
Darnold.
Stroud. CJ Stroud was because of all of his like weapons.
But he's only been one
Last
game
year,
without.
what he did
I
last
mean,
year.
Yeah, well-
People figured it out pretty quick.
I mean, Geno's putting up more numbers
Yeah.
than him in some weeks.
Yeah.
So
Where we at? Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's never finished
Yeah,
under an 8 when he's healthy.
I picked him to have the best.
Me too. I thought
best
he was
year
gonna
of
have one of the
his career.
best fantasy years, and
Not me.
and right now I'm taking.
I'm picking Baker Mayfield in week 3 off the waiver wires.
Nobody saw that boy out.
Yeah,
I picked him up.
I cut Trevor Lawrence. Like I cut Trevor Lawrence in some weeks.
Isn't he like the 2nd or 3rd highest paid quarterback?
That's correct.
Yeah, it's just insane.
It's incredible, man.
And this is
he needs
bonus
all that
material.
shampoo. He needs that money for shampoo.
with
and conditioner.
quarterbacks, but if this is where you're at, like obviously you got your number one, and you're going to play who you have, but
Right.
like constantly be looking at that waiver wire because there's going to be weeks where there's a better quarterback out there. Like, look, like Aaron Rodgers was out there in some of these leagues. Like
Right.
Drake may get you more points this week than CJ Stroud
That's true.
just because of who he's playing.
That's it.
If you had Dak
Nope.
as your
As
number
your
one,
quarterback, yeah.
and you
I
had
do.
Caleb as your backup,
That's
would you
exact-
play Drake May off the waiver wire this week?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
I would.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I picked him over a lot of them. I mean,
So that's if you are hurting for quarterback this week, I would pick Drake May because there's not going to be anybody else out there.
Right.
Maybe Geno.
Gino, like
I would take Drake.
Gino's in.
I trade Drake May over Geno this week. I'm telling you,
I'll play him over.
Maybe.
he'll get
Yeah.
more fantasy
I
points.
play him over Daniel Jones. I play him over Trevor. Like you're going to be in that situation.
Lawrence.
You're going to go down the waiver
Yeah,
wire. I'm picking him over Daniel Jones. I'm picking him
Trevor
over
Lawrence,
Trevor Lawrence.
Geno Smith.
Will Levis.
I'm picking him over
Will Levis.
Will Levis, Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Right now, if somebody dropped Anthony Richardson, he's out there, and Drake May is for this week, not long haul, but for this week. If you just need a win or you need to plug and play for points, I think Drake May has a bigger
Yeah,
upside.
he does. And I have Anthony Richardson, and thank goodness I have Jared Goff.
Yep. See,
Because
so
otherwise I'd be in trouble.
like it's just so weird, like where we've come so far, like going into quarterbacks. I mean, remember Patrick Mahomes? Some people were like second, and I thought he was going to have a huge game. And Rashee Rice injury hurts him, but he's not putting up the numbers that you
Not
would have
fantasy.
thought
They're
compared
still
to.
they're still
They're
winning, but he's not
fantasy.
doing the
Compared to value stock.
he's throwing more interceptions at this point than he ever has.
It's insane where we've come fantasy wise in quarterbacks, and we act like this is new, this is still new, but next week half the season's over.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
So we just a little bonus content for everybody out there, just something to talk about. And you have any thoughts, anything you'd like to add or discuss with us, let us know.
Yeah.
All you geeks, nerds, and fanboys and girls, buy our stuff. You get free stuff and Funko Pop nerd stuff like that. We're fanboys. We love it. So please support us, and thank you for watching, liking, subscribing.
Hey, we're gonna keep putting out that info for you.
Yeah. This is
you
a
just
hobby
keep
and we
sending
love
in
it.
saying Chad was wrong. Chad was wrong. Chad was wrong.
You keep saying it, but all I do is win.
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 All right. Well, until next time, I'm Nick Tate,
Joe Caldera.
I'm Chad Like.
and we're out.
Ay, give me the chip. I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream. Next to the team. Yeah, we can
SmashMouth
handle it.
Footballerz.
As soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am. Who don't understand? Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring said to be immortalized. Yeah, They know it's true.